Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanics Simulator 2015. Today's episode, it's pretty obvious we are going to be working on this Bolt Hellcat, as it's called. And it has some running gear problems, a bit of sloppy steering, and some gearbox problems. So it won't be needing to really get in the engine, I don't believe. So let's move it over to the left lifter here. And we will start taking off. I think I'll probably take off each and every tire. It will probably make it quite a bit easier. So I can see from right here that this suspension is just trashed. You can also see that steering rack is trashed. Outer tie rod needs to be replaced. Let's see about this shock absorber. No, not bad. I mean, it's kind of matches the rest of the car. So we will have to take off this inner tie rod, so I can just shoot right over to this tire. So we'll do that. Take off this outer tie rod, which is alright, no big deal. Steering rack will have to get off later. I believe this shock absorber needs to be replaced. No, that's cool too. Alright, it just looked a little bit more rusty to me. Alrighty, so let's get to the back here. Okay, I can definitely see back there that right rear shock needs to be replaced. Definitely. This knuckle housing is looking to be kind of iffy. And you know what, since we're just working on running gear here, I might as well lift up the car, since we won't need to get in the engine. Alright, so let's take this off. Definitely needs to be replaced. A U-bolt. One specific U-bolt needs to be replaced. This rear shock absorber. Both of these U-bolts need to be replaced here. As well as the leaf spring plate. So let's remove this tire. Take off the brake drum, brake shoe, drum cylinder, and the solid rear axle. Sorry that I can't talk today. And I'm kind of looking at these bushings, just kind of make sure, because those are usually the things that really don't stick out on the car. They all look alright. They look... Alright, we do have to take off the drive shaft. The owner did say that the gearbox needed fixing. So we'll get back up here. Oh, we can take the steering rack off as well. Let's take out the starter. And we'll take off the gearbox. And definitely need a new clutch release bearing, and a new clutch plate, and a new flywheel, it looks like. Yep. So I can buy that all right now, and we can put this right back together. So if let's see, flywheel. $500 is a lot of money for a flywheel. Well, I don't know. Get that and that, but compared to the other stuff, it's quite a bit more than a clutch plate, or even a clutch pressure plate. So as you can see, I have been actually grinding away at this game, trying to get... Also, I'm going to buy those springs here. Trying to get... Spring. There we go. Get 2 front springs. We need 3 of those and 1 of those, and I think we're good for that there. But yeah, I've been grinding away. You can see I've got 5,000 experience and I've got $6,700 dollars. And I'll explain why in a second, because in the last video you saw I had quite a bit more money. So I can explain it to you now, and then once I'm done putting this together, I'll show you. I bought the paint shop. basically, I was grinding away and I actually got a car exactly like that, just in a different color, that needed to be repainted. And obviously I didn't have that unlocked yet because I only had, like, what, 4,000 experience. So I had to get different cars and fix those that didn't have the paint, that didn't have to be repainted. So basically, if I could change, like, one thing about this game, well, that's one of the things I would change quite a bit. This game isn't perfect, but it's not very, it's not a bad game either. But yeah, so like you're able to accept jobs for repainting when you can't even unlock that paint booth there. I also bought the path test just because I could, no real reason. But yeah, last thing I did was, you can see these are no longer yellow, they're orange. If you go to garage customization right over here, you can buy one of these options with your experience points, and that gives you the option to change it. So I can change it back to yellow or orange or whatever. So let's continue working on this car. So we can put the leaf spring plate back in. Do need a rear shock absorber. B, not A. I believe the B's are for older cars. I'm not really sure though. One thing I think I would like to see in this game is a little bit of realism, kind of, I guess. I mean, for the most part it's realistic. But the leaf spring... Well, no, never mind, my bad. The leaf spring wouldn't fall out if you took out the U-bolts. For some reason, I was like looking at it from the perspective of me. I can't see the body. So, okay, so we need 2 rear knuckle housings. Just put a knuckle. Rear knuckle housing, is it B? Yeah, it's B. It's definitely B. Because those are for R4 disc brakes, and I think those are 2, yeah. Yep. Okay. We can put the solid rear drive axle back in. Brakes are good. Don't need to worry about that. So we can put this tire back on and we're good on this rear right. So if we go back over to this one, put this back on. Solid rear drive axle. Drum wheel cylinder, brake shoe, brake drum, and 1 second, let me check. Yep, we found everything that was wrong, so no need to be leaving parts off and anything like that, so we can get back into them. So let's go back up to the front. Can buy this steering rack. Alright, 800 bucks. Not gonna be a very good day for the owner here. Excuse me. Put this outer tie rod back on. But then we need an N-Link B. Alright, buy one of those. Put the front spring back on, as well as the absorber cap. And this side is done. So I believe we will need one. We will need an inner tie rod, and I think we'll need an outer tie rod as well. Buy one just in case. No big deal if we don't need it. Nope, we did need it. Okay, cool. So I believe that is it. No, leaf spring U-bolt. Did I forget something? I think I forgot something. Let's see here. Sure did. Forgot this last U-bolt. Alrighty, that's it. $4 grand for that job. Probably not the best idea to stand like right in the middle of the lifter when those are there. But let's find another call. Alright, so we got this Bianco here. And I can show you the spray it with factory paint. I can show you that that new feature, I guess. So we have to take off this engine head cover. Not really sure why the engine head cover would be so rusty, considering it's probably made out of plastic or something similar. Well, no, the engine head cover wouldn't, but it still doesn't really make sense to how or why it would be rusty. I mean, it's black, so it looks kind of like it would be plastic. I mean, I'm no expert, but... Alright, so let's see. I won't put those ignition coils back in yet. I'm not really sure if that's all the problem is. Alright, so we'll have to take this off to remove the front exhaust section. You see right below it? I can buy that right now. Oops. Front exhaust section. So now we will start taking off the parts that are inside of the car. That's not very cool. So I can't even really kind of see. There we go. There. Yeah, this is not cool at all. Like, I mean, I guess I can do that. Alright, so it's not that bad, but it's still pretty bad. I don't know how this happened, but let's take out the timing belt cover. Oh, yeah, I'm just getting phone call after phone call. Take out the cam gears, see if there's anything wrong with those. So, knocking noises, replace timing parts, poor brake performance, loud exhaust. So there's a bunch of stuff we didn't discover. So I'm guessing that's going to be underneath everything. No big deal. Oh, it might be having to do with this. Maybe, just maybe. This fuel rail doesn't look very... No, that's alright. Let's see. Maybe the spark plugs. Nope, spark plugs look alright. Alrighty. So it looks like there's a couple of pistons that are not looking very good. So unfortunately, we will have to get under the car. Also, don't really pay attention to that. I kind of clicked that on accident when I was looking for a call. Alright, so I'm going to have to lift this up. And while we're at it, I think we will do the running gear. Might as well. I mean, and as well as the brakes. Alrighty, so we'll just leave that off for now. Take out this. Man, apparently this person really likes using their brakes, because their brakes are in horrible condition. Just horrible. Alrighty, so we will have to drain the oil. So take this oil drain and put it right underneath. At least I think it's underneath. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, and they must have changed their oil not too long ago. So that kind of sucks, but, you know. Too bad, so sad. They probably should have, probably shouldn't have got that oil change if their car was running weird. Alright, so definitely crankshaft looks alright, but there's a couple pistons that are out, as well as the crankshaft bearings, bearing caps, I should say. So these can come out. We need 2 pistons and crankshaft bearings. I think, was there 3? I'll buy 3. Don't really matter. So we can put those back in. Put the engine head back on. Might as well put the engine all back together. Unless there's something else wrong with it. Nope. We found everything. At least with the engine. Do need a new camshaft. For, I think it's an i4. No, it's just a regular camshaft. There we go. Put these in. Install these spark plugs, as well as the ignition coils. And we can put the fuel rail back in, intake manifold. Put the throttle body back on. Cam gears. Need a new power steering pump for an inline 4 engine. Need a new timing belt. Don't need a new cover. New water pump. Oh, nope, we need a new crankshaft pulley. Man, this... I wonder what happened. Well, I think it's... nope, it's gotta be this one. Yep. Idle roller's fine. Can put the serpentine belt back on. Put the belt tensioner. We need a new one of those. I think we need a new serpentine belt too. Maybe not. Serpentine belt A? Nope, we're good. Alrighty. So looks like the engine is all good, except I still have to put the exhaust manifold back on. Gotta raise the engine back up so we can put the rest of the underside of the engine on. Got to put these crankshaft bearings back on. Nope, we only needed 2. Oh well, about 3. No big deal. Put the oil pan back in. Then we can put the front exhaust section in. Now let's do the brakes while we're under here. So we need 2 ventilated discs, I believe. Just for now. Need some brake pads. Caliper over here is fine. Put the wheel back on. Do need a new disc. Okay. Not a big deal. Just buy one. Got some new pads here. Ooh, nope, we don't want to use that. New caliper. Believe we put these on the wrong wheel, but it don't really matter. Game counts is okay. As long as you put something on that has a higher condition than the original one, we're usually good. So, poor brake performance, loud exhaust, and spray car factory color. You know, if I were this person, I wouldn't really complain about a loud exhaust. I mean, if it was an annoying noise. But, I would probably enjoy a loud sounding car. I mean, unless it was too loud. Sometimes it does get to the point where you want to just stop the car and beat it to death. That's something you could say, yeah, I guess. I don't really know. Man, this guy really uses his brakes like a lot. So let's get 2 new brake pads because I'm 99% sure we will need new ones. So we also need 2 calipers because I can already see over there the rusty caliper. So I can hit 2 birds with 1 stone and buy them at the same time. Alright. Yep. I won't need the brakes. I just realized. My bad. Oh well. Brakes can always be reused. So, don't really matter. So what doesn't make sense is, why would all the other brake pads be like in really bad condition and this one's not? Maybe because the caliper was broken? That would make sense. Alright, so I think I put the new brakes on. Or I didn't put the new brakes on, my bad. I thought I did. Alright, either way, we will spray it the factory color. So I don't think we have to even take it down from the left. We can, yeah. Save us some time there. Go right into the paint shop. And I don't have the hood on. Even though it doesn't matter, it's not very legitimate when you don't really have a hood on. And I still have to put one more part in the engine I just remembered. This exhaust manifold. Couple more screws. Oh, my bad. Gotta put the cover on there. And then I think we're done. Oops. Now we'll go down to the paint shop. Then we will paint it the factory color for $500. And we will go back to the garage. And this car is done. Whoops. Finish job. No oil in the engine. Okay. Whoops. We're not done. Alrighty. So let's see. Alright, can put a bit more in there. Alright. Just a little bit more. Oh, too much. A little bit too much. There we go. Alrighty. So we will finish the job, and yeah. So that's going to be it for today's episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!